How's it going, all my gnarly ones? It's Gator Mike back in the booth for a little bit of NARL Cup Series action tonight from Phoenix Raceway. We have had quite the week here at Phoenix Raceway with some lights out finishes in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series the past two nights. Can the Cup Series tonight make it 3 for 3? We're about to find out. Joining me in the booth tonight, I got a regular up here. I got Mr. Williams. Williams, how's it going?
That's going pretty good. Another rainy night in northeastern North Carolina, ready to enjoy some racing.
Absolutely.
PS4.
Love all the rain and snow across the whole country right now. I'm about to get some tomorrow. But on my other side, I got a little special guest here. I got a two-time NARL Daytona 500 champion and one-time All-Star champion. That's right. I've got Draven also in the booth. Draven, how's it going?
It's going well, my man. It's good to be back in the booth, enjoying this Washington rain and snow mixture we got going on here.
Don't get me started on some Washington rain.
We know how much you miss this gloomy Washington rain.
Stop it. You're gonna get me excited for this whole broadcast if you mention that stuff.
Well, that's the idea, right?
anyways, yeah, we are going to Phoenix Raceway tonight. The first, I guess you can call it, short track of this quote unquote of the season. It's a mile long. So
that's fair to say.
It's a mile track, but it kind of races like a short track, if you know what I mean.
It's a full-blown short track personality, as you know as well as I do, because we tend to find each other on the track quite a bit back in the day.
Absolutely.
This place is good for that door-to-door action, bumping and banging, flat tracking, hard to pass. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, we've seen it the last two nights with the shows that the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series have put on, with a couple of last corner passes for the win. Tuesday night we saw Williams and Decent House go at it, and last night we saw UB and Kevbro go at it. So who's gonna make it interesting here tonight? We got a pretty stacked field. We've got Captain Killam in here, who's won 3 out of 4 Phoenix races here in the NARL. We got the impressive rookie Kevbro. He's in the field after his Xfinity win last night. Cyogenics making his NARL debut. He's a highly touted rookie. Williams, you might be a little bit biased on this, but considering Killam's track record, is he the one to beat?
I think he is the one to beat, but he's not the one I'm picking to win tonight. I'm picking Jaggy to win tonight.
Okay, yeah. Jag Boy is also a good option. I failed to mention him. He was he got coined the term short track ace while he was back in the Xfinity Series, winning 5 out of 6 short tracks in season number 2 in the Xfinity Series. So he's a excellent pick. We gonna see some tempers flaring here tonight, Draven?
You know me, man. I'm all about the little bit of temper flaring. Given the history of this place and last season, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we had a little bit of tempers flare here by the end of it.
Absolutely. I'm gonna make sure they send us invites because they almost forgot last week. But yeah, we got a nice field tonight. I believe 15 drivers on tap for tonight's race here at Phoenix Raceway. And I think, let me find, how many laps are they running tonight here? Looks like they are going to go around this track 156 times tonight. And if I do remember correctly, Mr. Williams, stage 1 is the key to get through this whole race. Am I wrong?
Agreed, yeah. So stage 1, these guys are going to have to manage their tires. I think you can manage it on fuel, but you're going to have to, make your tires last the entire stage. If you have to pit, you're going to be at least 1 down, might be 2 down. And yeah, so stage 1 definitely sets up your whole night. Last year, me and Draven made it through stage 1. And you really learn your balance in the long run. This is the time to figure out what that car is going to do in the super long run, because you have to really run them tires all the way out.
Absolutely, 100%. This is a full-blown tire game here at Phoenix. It's a tricky one. You got to take care of your stuff, and you got to go at the right time, because if you go too early, you're going to go through that tire, that right rear, right front, whatever your setup may be, and it's going to hurt you. You got to plan it right.
Does it hurt you, Draven? Don't remind me. Tuesday, I went too early and lost the truck race. So there's that.
Well, I will say I went late last season here at Phoenix in the playoff race, and it paid off as I passed Draven and Max Boost to the line. So I can say I passed Max Boost once in my NAR career, and he was here at Phoenix last season. So yeah, it's stage 1. It's all about saving your tires. They're going to be really close on tires to make it to the end of the stage. Some will, some probably won't. We've seen it every race thus far in the NARL Cup Series at Phoenix. So who's it going to be tonight? Has anybody learned over past history to make it and save your tires all the way? We're about to find out.
It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
let me pull up a stream here, see where we're sitting in terms of qualifying results and such.
They just finished.
Just
Yep,
finished.
I got a loading screen.
Oh, man. That is indeed true. We're about to find out the pole sitter for tonight's race. See who cheated and wall banged their way around for a lap. Swamp. Pin.
Kevbro on the pole.
Well, there you got it, boys.
20 at
Kevbro picking
Wow.
up where he left off last night in Xfinity, grabbing the pole here tonight for Phoenix.
Look how competitive those times are, Gator. You got the pole sitters at a 25.827 and 14th place is at a 26.186. 2/10.
Whole field within 2.5 tenths. So, yeah, it's going to be tight racing tonight, as we saw the last 2 nights. We're going to see 3-4 wide racing. We are going to see drivers wash up into other people, incidentally or not, in some cases. And it is going to be an exciting race. Phoenix always puts on a good show here in the NARL, so make sure to stay tuned.
Looks like Captain Killam's going to be starting P12 with Jaggy P13. TGR boys got some work to do tonight.
Absolutely. A couple of the favorites, the heavy hitters, Mr. Williams boys right there, starting towards the back of the field. You know, Killam, that might not necessarily be a bad thing. They could just save right off the bat from the get-go.
Yeah. We'll see. I think, the elite boys have had their qualifying trim set up they've swept the pole all 3 nights. So I definitely think they took it as a team to really attack qualifying here. So elite sweeps the poles in Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Can they sweep the wins? They're 1 win away from sweeping the weekend.
That they are. Decent got it in trucks. Kevbro got it in Xfinity. Can one of them do it here tonight in Cup? You got Lewis, Joe, you already heard, and Kevbro, the 3 that are going to be for racing for Elite tonight. Can they sweep the weekend? I didn't even notice that. Good point.
If I didn't lose Tuesday, I probably wouldn't have paid attention to it, but here we are.
You came within a half truck length there winning. So,
Could not get it pointed. It would not turn. The right rear wouldn't hook.
Yeah,
I was watching the stream on that one. It was ooh.
You drove that. You really drove that deep defensive line down in the 3, and it just wouldn't stick from there.
If I would have tried to hook the top and turn down on a blue tire, probably.
Yeah,
it would have been bad.
Pulled the over under on you there. Great finish though.
Great finish.
Best finish
Absolutely.
of the season, possibly.
I should have brake checked him, but hindsight's 2020.
Well, last time out with these Cup guys, we saw an instant classic at Texas Motor Speedway with a 3-4 car duel there at the end between Sharp, Killam, Jim, NR Lewis. Excellent race all throughout, stages on top of each other, and they're trying to carry that momentum in here to tonight at Phoenix. A couple of good races in a row here for the Cup Series. See what they got on tap for tonight. As it looks like we might be able to join. Yes, we can. I'm going to go blue screen. $15 drivers here tonight. Kevbro with an 8.27 on the pole. Jim with an 8.78 starting on the outside the front row.
I don't want to jinx them, but I got a good feeling about F76M tonight. We'll see what they can pull off.
And before y'all load in, if you haven't, can you send Decent an invite?
Whoops.
I just got tagged, so.
I wouldn't have sent him one anyways.
Literally just got tagged as I was loading in.
Well, I mean, I can back out.
If you want.
I think you'll be all right.
I think his boys let him down on the crew chief duties tonight by not sending him an invite.
Oh, he's not even on my friends list.
Rip.
Well, I guess it's up to Williams. How salty is Williams over Tuesday night? We're about to find out. As we were underway here in Phoenix, Kevbro is out to the early lead, followed by Big Jim and Sharp sitting right there in 3rd place here at the end of lap number 1.
Jack, we're already in the fence back there. Actually, if Decent asks me nicely, I'll absolutely back out and send him an invite.
All right, Decent, it's up to you here in the stream. I see you in the chat comments section over there. Williams wants a nice little invitation.
Meanwhile, got Cyogenic here. He moved up to P3 after starting P5.
Yep, just about to mention him. Rookie here in the NARL making his debut tonight in the number 13 car. Has moved all the way to third place already after starting 5th. And picking up a couple of early spots here in stage number 1.
Now, what's your preferred line here, Gator, going through this corner?
You're asking the wrong guy. I've tried every single line here. It really depends on how you set up your car. You can make almost anything work there in turns 1 and 2. I know a lot of people like to diamond it. Some like to run the high lane. Some run the yellow line right there. And some there even down there on the apron looking like they're going in a pit road. So,
I'm an apron guy. I'm an apron guy until I get on worn stuff, and I like the diamond. And then once I get too loose off, I'll just run pretty much the fence all the way through there. Let it groove off the fence.
I actually enjoy that middle to high groove myself. I always ran a little bit higher than most drivers, trying to defend a position or just try and get that run off the corner. Try and get a lead on them.
All right, as Cyogenic has moved up to 2nd place, looking to chase down Kev Rowe here, who is pacing the field early on tonight at Phoenix in the fan shield of 500, 250, technically 250.
250 kilometers.
Oh, man. We're going with the kilometers.
I thought this Darren race is so short.
This top two is going to be breaking away here. Are they saving up tire?
We'll find out here in about, I don't know, 30 laps?
It's so hard to pass here, man.
It really, really is. It's Cyogenic sitting on the inside here.
Yep. Cyogenic looking for the lead here on Kev Rowe.
I noticed, I lost my track position's king here, so this first stage, you really want to make sure you make it, because if you get pinned back in the back, it's really hard to get through. You got to make strategy or do something different and try to get back to the front.
Battle for the lead. Kev Rowe gets loose off of turn 2. Cyogenic's going to be able to clear for the lead. So 5th to 1st here early on. Cyogenic takes the point in his first career NARL race.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say he is not saving any tires.
Not saving anything.
I kind of want to agree with you by the looks of it, yeah. You may pull one of those moves where he's going to start saving too late and then the damage is already done.
There is a fine art to it, and I've kind of learned it here. He may still be okay, but for me, I prefer to push my car really hard for a couple laps, burn off that right front, and then cruise the rest of the stage there and burn off my right rear to match my right front. So when I cross the line, they're fairly even.
Killam taught me how to save tire here, and I'm not sharing, so there's a way to do it.
I'm also on controller, so it really sucks trying to save tire on that anyway.
There is a good way to... Killam taught me how to save tire on a wheel, and you got to be doing it super technical, man. It's exhausting. Yeah. It's a lot. You got to concentrate really hard. It has a lot to do with braking, how you enter, exit, you know what I'm saying? Where to slide it, where to push it, how to push it. It's just...
I've tried Killam's thing, and it don't work for me. I had to find my own way to actually manage my tire. It ended up working out when we finished our stage 1 last season.
You did a good job, by the way.
Appreciate it.
I'm going to go searching back through the field here.
Big Jim falling back.
Yes, he's got a few cars up here. NR Lewis on the outside lane there. He ducks back in the number 95. Looking ahead at Jag Boy in the white and green number 4 tonight. Making his return after missing last race because he was in Daytona for the 500.
Jealous.
Yeah, a little.
That's a good reason.
Super jealous.
Should take
anytime I see this 4 car, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, Draven's like I should be in that 4 car.
My heart says it for sure.
But your brain knows otherwise.
Yeah, logic knows that you're just going to get PO'd because 704 is likes to take people off.
You're not wrong.
As indicated by my battle with Swamp Fox last night in the Xfinity Series. Absolutely cleared him out on his screen, but I had a car link between us on mine. Big bubble.
See how hard it is to pass here if you're watching Jaggy? I don't know if you are or not.
Yep.
It's just so hard because you get choked off on exit, man. You really can't run. Getting in there is no problem. You can drive it in there on his door, even gain a quarter to a half car length on him. when you try to put that power back down, all the car wants to do is wash up the hill, and they're there. So you get to back out of it, and that's how it gets them to get the run on exit.
Yeah, the key to getting a pass around here on that low line is to try to find a way to get a run off the corner. It's hard to do with the car to the outside. As you see, he's trying to diamond here with the car to the outside. That might be able to work here as he is door-to-door with NR Lewis down the back straightaway. But Lewis with a little bit of that draft off of Allen.
You know, I think the one way I learned how to pass on Tuesday was I like to follow those guys in there instead of getting side by side with them. I'd let them go. Try to follow them in there and run pretty much the same line they ran on entry, but try to beat into the apex in the corner a little bit quicker. If I get the power down sooner, that way I can get that run off and set the pass up for the next corner.
The front two have broken away a little bit from the second pack led by youalreadyhurd. Big Jim in here, Sharp and the Ghost. Kebro, once Cyogenic got around him, he didn't let him get away.
I really wonder about their tires, though. I got a feeling that they're probably not saving enough tire at this point with the pace that they may be running. Unless they got something figured out. I'm interested.
They're fighting right now. Kebro taking a peek to the inside here on Cyogenic. Going into corner number 3.
Side by side.
Kebro's got to get a run out of the corner. Goes way low. I tell you what, it is fun coming down that banking, trying to cut that short shoot there.
This really is a fun track, and I love cutting down there myself. It sets up for a good run going into the corner, as long as you don't wash up.
Yep, Kebro took the lead going into corner number 1, but Sio with a little bit of an over-under is now on the inside.
I like running people down to the inside wall.
You like running people to the outside wall, the inside wall, up, down, sideways, diagonal, anyways, Williams, it doesn't matter.
It does not matter. We can go wherever you want to go.
We can go wherever I tell you to go.
That's it.
Wherever I tell you we're going, we're going.
Can confirm. Auto Clip Speedway.
In that certain instance, Williams says, we're going to the grass, Draven. And, sir, sure enough, went to the grass.
I said about a week ago when a debate was going on about blocking, I said I've never chopped anybody in my video game career except for one person. And you were that one person. At least I owned it.
No, he took it right on the chin. Even during that race, he took it on the chin.
Tough scene there for Williams and Draven in Season 1. More so for Draven than Williams.
He did all right for himself, I think.
Fair enough. As Kebro has now taken back the lead. And he makes a mistake there going into corner number 1. Washes way up the track. Not the preferred line. Cyogenic could not capitalize. As these guys are fighting, youalreadyhurd is now right there. Kebro hits the inside wall going into 3.
I was just going to say this battle's allowed Joe to catch up here. Catching the inside wall Kebro, though. Man, it's actually really easy to do here. Because you want to try and cut turn 3 as low as you can, but that wall, it'll sneak up and bite you real bad as it did to Kebro there.
Joe has caught these guys making it a 3-car battle. I don't think these guys are saving tires. They might have to pit with how hard these guys are racing.
Now, I looked at we have 17 laps to go on the stage, so by now you should know if you should be close or not. You know, if you're around 50% tire at this juncture, you should be good enough to make it to the end of the stage.
Absolutely, as it looks like Big Jim might be hurting a little bit. His right rear is all the way down to 43%, so he's got a lot of saving to do or he's going to have to pit.
I think Captain Jones will be super close here. He's at 45, so it's going to be tight.
Who's going to win stage 1? Who's going to save enough? It really, really changes the race if you can make it through stage 1.
As you guys mentioned in the pre-race there, it definitely sets up the whole race in general on what your strategy is going to be and where you're going to be running, track position and all that. It's, Stage 1 matters.
I remember season 1. I was only like 3 or 4 drivers, one of only a handful of drivers to make it through stage number 1 without having to pit. Everybody else was mad because they were all stuck a lap down, and I'm like, hey man, I was watching my stuff. I knew what I needed to do. Sorry about your luck.
Maybe the top 5 on the lead lap during that race?
It was because I finished 5th to get us. That was my only stage point the whole season. Kempro's coming, guys. And he got loose off of it, maybe.
Yeah, look like he got a little loose there. Can get the power back down. As Big Jim's going to take a look at the outside here.
Yeah, he might have got loose off. I tell you what, here's a good question. Oh, he's way loose, way loose. I was gonna say, what corner do you like most here? 1 and 2 is different than 3 and 4. I mean, which one are you better at, or which one is more fun to you? I kind of like turns 3 and 4 myself.
I find myself, I like 1 and 2. Didn't mean to cut you off there, Williams, but I like 1 and 2, the flatter corner.
Okay.
I'm a 1 and 2 guy myself. It's multiple grooves. I think it's more multiple grooves.
Yeah.
Turn 1, if you get up off the bottom, man, you're either freight trained or moved up out of the way on exit. So definitely 3 and 4 for racing terms. You can go pretty much anywhere you want. If you know how to work the diamond or work the bottom, you can make time of it.
That was so true. I ended up working oh, sorry, Gator. I was just going to say, I created an awkward diamond there last season. Anyway, go ahead.
Kebro right now is just super loose. His car is really falling off. He's falling back through the field. He's now in the clutches of Sharp and Jagboy, who are right now on his back bumper. So our pole sitter tonight has found some early troubles here with his setup or preset at Phoenix. So he's going to need some help under this first pit stop.
I don't think he'd go to save an 80 tire, man. It's got to be the consequence of it right here.
I thought he was coming down the pit lane, but he was just cutting the corner close.
He is struggling.
That's not a good feeling, by the way.
It is not.
The struggle bus is not fun to ride.
It is not.
Especially when people are blowing your doors. Ooh, Jackie did run in the back up there.
Cyogenic still in the lead, followed by You Already Heard. Here are the top 2 cars we're looking at right now, the 13 and the 18. Joe running the Snickers Mobile here tonight for the first time this season.
It's weird seeing him in that car.
Looking to become the 4th different winner in 4 Cup races this season. Still
Have
weird.
we had a repeat winner in the whole league so far this year?
We have not. No repeat winners across any series.
Love to see it.
Including call-ups, call-downs.
I was about to say, we haven't had one driver win twice on his last Kempo wins tonight.
We have had 9 races, I think, maybe 10. And
love this suit. That's going to change when we get a Canadian tire on Tuesday.
Unless I find a certain driver to come join the field for us for one night.
Ooh, a one-off race.
Funny story is I got to send out the invites, homie.
Ooh, you make a good point.
We're going to get down to crunch time here about if you can make it on tires, man. I think once we get to about 4 or 3 to go, we're really starting to see these guys either pit with less than 2 to go, guys. Get a penalty.
Yep. As Cabro is now falling behind TK270 Kelvin. He's running that really nice Jimmy Johnson throwback car. One of my favorite schemes is plumb these pipes, gets around them as well. Driver number 10, Smithfield Power Bites.
Look at Jackboy working his way up here.
Jackboy might be going. He may save those tires when he knows he's going to make it to the end.
I didn't realize he's actually caught up to Big Jim and Ghost here.
Yeah.
Both him and Sharp, they're moving. They're done saving. They're moving.
Yeah, but Jaggy's the type of driver, he knows he can't make it, he's going to go. He's just going to send it. He's not going to try to. He's not going to try to stick around and save as much as he can here.
He's looking pretty solid here, though.
Absolutely, it's crunch time for these guys. They are on 4 to go here at stage number 1. If they're going to pit, it's going to be in these next couple laps. Will they all be able to make it? I've never seen all of them be able to make it before, so.
I would actually enjoy it if they all made it. That way we can get this out of the way and move on to some racing.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close on a couple of these guys here.
Yeah, Jim, his right rear is just, it's on fire.
Yeah, he's hanging on right now. He's just doing what he can to survive the rest of the stage here.
If I'm Jim, I'm just not pitting, and I'm going to blow the tire on the last lap.
Yeah, you made your bet here. You can't pit.
Yeah. Killing, I think, might. Jaggy might hit the inside wall there.
Yeah, you might as well just blow a tire on the last lap and still stay on the lead lap.
Kipper's falling all the way back to Killen. Looks like he's pressure number 10.
Everybody's still on track here. Nobody on pit lane, which I'm a little surprised about. Cyogenic coming around.
Got one
about
car
to
on
take
pit road now.
2 to go.
Oh, somebody blew a tire.
Ooh, 18 of Joe blew a tire. You already heard. Around to turn 3 and 4.
Coming off of pit road here. Who was that? There it is.
Oh, I think Kebro's also blowing a tire. No, that's still Joe struggling down there.
Oh, Jackie just blew it. Jackie blew a tire.
Everybody blowing tires right now.
Cyogenics gonna make it, man.
He called it Williams. He knew he wasn't going to make it, so he was hauling ass until he blew.
Cyogenic wins stage number 1.
Ass, that's $2 in a swear jar.
That's a... Alright.
Jim made it with 1% on his right rear.
Killen made it P6. That's
So top 5, Cyogenic, Ghost, Sharp, Big Jim, and Plum takes the top 5 spot here in stage 1. Killen just misses out with 6.
I think Killen's just going to be happy to make it. How about Plum getting a stage point there?
Saving tires early.
Another thing about blowing a tire here, guys, is when you blow that tire, I mean, that's what, a minimum 12 seconds damage, I think? 11?
Doesn't matter under caution. They'll just start in the back of the field, which is where they were anyways.
Yeah, they really didn't lose anything.
Lewis did finish 1 lap down. He'll get the free pass.
Now it's time to get racing. All right, all that strategy stuff's out of the way. Let's get racing.
Time to shine now, boys. Yeah.
Watch it restart with 38 to go in stage 3.
Is Crunch up front? Did he forget to pit again?
Right? Yes. Dude.
Or is he playing some strategy?
Is he going to make it around again? Oh, this is going to be dangerous.
Crunch is notorious for forgetting to pit. And it looks like he has done just that. Hugging the inside wall. Crunch.
Oh, Crunch.
Crunchy. Does it yet again.
He's probably petting his Falcon. Is it a good time to put our sponsor plug in there?
Yeah, now that Crunch has to pit here in stage number 2, I'd like to shout out JDCNC, our sponsor for this season. Sublimation, engraving, they can make anything, pocket knives, signs, shirts, beer mugs, coasters, whatever you want. Look them up, Instagram, Facebook, JDCNC. Thank you, Lieutenant Crunch.
Shout out.
Kind of jealous of
On the wall here going to 1 and 2.
Kind of jealous of Draven winning some JDCNC merch, and I haven't won any yet.
I'm still
Got a beautiful flask from the Coca-Cola 600 last season. Thank you very much. It's beautiful. That 2 shot glasses.
Yeah, mine.
2 shot glasses? You're supposed to send one to me.
As we are 3 wide here in the back of the field, Nick, Kevin, and looks like You Already Heard was down there as well. So a couple of RKR boys. And Heard trying to make his way back up through after blowing that tire late in stage 1. Kevin, this is a track that he's always liked and been fairly good at. Especially on all the way back to Heat 3, he was really quick here. Still trying to find his groove as we are into Heat 5. But he's right now sitting inside the top 8.
Is he still using his wheel?
Maybe. I have no idea. As Plum goes up the track, Kev's going to get by. Really nice to see Kevin up front last week in
P5.
Texas. Refreshing to see Kevin up front in Texas last week. It had been a while.
That was great to see. That was great to see.
It had been a while for him, and I know that raised his spirits. He now makes his way up through the field here at Phoenix. I'm going to go up here towards the front. Battle for 3rd place. Ghost, Sharp, and Captain Killen here, all battling over 3rd. Big Jim and Sio, a couple of F76 Motorsports boys, 1 and 2 at the moment. Kill him with a good center corner there. not able to carry it off. Had to let off so he didn't wash up.
Just goes back to being so hard to pass here. You can tell he's got a little bit faster car than Sharp right here, and just got to try and. Ooh, Sharp was way out the way there.
Sharp's just getting out of the way. Sharp says, "You boys have at it."
Worth noting here, we do have to pit in this stage, guys. So we're, when do you pit? Do you run it long and you try to split it in half, or short pit and try to overrun these guys?
If it was me, I think what I did last season was just split it right in half and push hard in both segments. I think is what I did.
We ran a little long to have some fresher tires there at the end, which actually ended up helping us with the style of car that we had.
I think that's what I did. I'd have to go back and look. I've tried everything from short pitting to long pitting and then cutting it right in the center. I just never make anything work. I always bite myself in the foot.
Certain guys in this field, have tendencies, kill them, show them guys are going to stay out as long as they can. They always do at every racetrack. And, like Gander, as Gander said, he likes to split the run in half. I'm a short pitting guy myself.
I'm a hybrid. I do what works at the time.
Yep.
Like, where am I at? Where are these guys at? All right, this one.
You do kind of learn some of these drivers' tendencies over the years now. So Joe and Killam are notorious for running it long. Race for these guys for multiple years now. Oh, it makes me feel old. Years.
I was going to say, I can't believe how long it's been. Like, it's been actual years.
Years.
Plural.
Multiple years.
I only had one kid when I started racing with everybody.
Well, that tells you how long it's been.
One kid
Jeez. I think I just saw more hair fall out and turn gray. Thanks.
Well, Williams, I mean, you do have multiple kids in a year, so.
No,
this is also true.
Close enough.
You're about to have 2 under 2.
Indeed.
You're about to have 2 under 1.
Taking a break. Well, Junior's 1.
No, he's right at 1. Fair enough.
They're close to Irish twins.
Top 3 here is actually broken away from the field.
That thing. I wouldn't consider that 3. That's Crunch going another lap down.
Oh, never mind. Top 2 here.
Top 2, yep. Cyogenic and Big Jim here at the front of the field still.
Hope Crunch has got the strawberry daiquiris going now. He's going to need him. It's going to be a long night.
Yep. As I look at Big Jim's number 3 car, I would like to point out today is 20-year anniversary of our old buddy Dale. Hope you're doing well, bud.
Sure, he's doing great. Selfishly, I want him here, but
looking down on Big Jim, running second at Phoenix.
Cheers, brother.
Williams posted in the Discord chat,
Cheers.
Your last win at Talladega, and that is always one that I love to go back and watch.
Where did he come from?
It never gets old, man. Where did he come from?
Yeah, the commentator. Where did he come from? We still don't know
big
to
old
this
bear
day.
paw waving at Kenny Wallace.
The big old bear paw.
Every time I watch that flip about the last 5 or 6 laps, I try to follow him through the entire field, and you still get lost to this day.
You do, man. It's
with
just
the right
because of the camera angles and where he was running. Like, there's times where you lose him.
He's got that big old red 3 on the top. I still couldn't follow him the whole run.
Well, I mean, he had the whole right side of his car torn off. He couldn't even see the number.
That thing was beat up, wasn't it? My God.
That's why he was. And I'm going to put $1 in the sweat jar for this. The last American badass is Dale Earnhardt Sr.
I miss that dude.
Definitely my favorite. I don't know if you guys saw before the 500, ESPN did an E60 on it, and it was a fabulous piece.
Yeah, I watched it during the rain delay. I DVR'd it.
It was a great piece between himself and Ryan Newman. How safety has evolved over the last 20 years is crazy.
Got to shout out NASCAR for the amount of safety that they have come up with over the years.
Yeah, Newman literally got hit in the helmet and the Hans device and lived to tell about it.
And watching the slow-mo of the replay during the 500, like you saw the whole entire car just buckle. Not only the roof, but you see it just completely buckle. And this dude walked away from it.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean, he's
walked away 2
he's
days
a
later.
tough SOB as it is, but you got to shout out NASCAR.
Yeah, for sure.
It's unfortunate we had to lose somebody like Senior, but yeah, shout out NASCAR for. We even had to suffer as race fans for a while. That's the whole car tomorrow was built pretty much out of safety, not performance. But
Worst car ever. That was the worst car ever.
if you ask Dale Jr., the car tomorrow didn't even exist. It's not even in his NASCAR generation short.
Well, I've got my JD CNC plug in. I've got my Dale 20-year anniversary plug in. What's next, boys? I mean, baseball spring training just started.
The Mets are going to win the World Series.
Stop it! The Mets aren't even going to sniff the playoffs.
$20 bet right now. It's on record too.
All right, fine.
Not World Series bet. No. Not okay. I'll give you $20 and make the World Series.
No, I'll give you $20. They won't make the playoffs.
Oh, deal. Shake your controller.
All right, shake the controller right now. $20. Mets will not make the playoffs this season.
Love to hear a bet take place in the booth.
It's $20. I'd rather acquire $20 here than have to pay out of pocket $20 for one of these guys winning one of these races.
I know. Now watch you win the Dirt Derby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay you twice.
Dude, I'm not even gonna make the Dirt Derby. I've tried the last 2 years and haven't made it yet.
I'm going for it this time.
Friendly.
Draven gave up his spot last season.
I kindly gave it away. I sure did.
Missed a heck of a good
That's
one.
back here. Jaggy.
I remember watching it, I should have done it. That was a three-way battle there for a little bit, and then Allen backed out, thinking Smart went into 1 and 2. I was watching that same one.
Yeah, that Dirt Derby last season with Plum and Captain Killam was excellent.
Instant classic.
Yeah.
Poor Killen didn't even notice the last lap.
They were side by side for multiple laps there. One of them caught the wall coming out of turn 4, or else it might have been a tie.
That was a heck of a battle to watch, though.
I'm on board with Plum right now as we're talking about that. Right behind Kevin.
Yeah, I was running with them dudes too when we were doing our little heat races or whatever. And then, yep, I let Swamp take my ride. Shame.
I hate Eldora trucks. It is big A's.
Big Jim keeping Cyogenic humble here. He has not left his rearview mirror whatsoever within 2 car lengths.
Yes,
Top
Cyogenic
2.
might have gave a little F76 setup advice. As we do have our first taker for pit road here in stage number 2, it is going to be our Pulsar Kebro coming down here.
So judging by him pitting here early, and then how he lost the balance in stage 1, might have that car set up for a little bit of a shorter run compared to these other guys.
I was thinking the same thing, Williams. That looks like a pure short run car with them pitting this early. First and second by themselves, third and fourth by themselves.
See if that pays off. Last night, I don't know if, I can't remember who works in the Cup cars, but last night in the Xfinity Series car, I had a long run car that was almost just as fast as a short run car, and I was running times within 2 or 3 tenths at the very end of the run. So I don't know that tire fall off is a huge deal. So pitting early, and I mean, short pitting might not kill you as much as you think it would.
Yeah,
it depends what kind of car you got, man.
Yeah.
Yes, Swan. We had the same kind of car last night too. We weren't that blinding fast on short runs, but we didn't fall off the cliff neither. So we held it within probably 4 tenths of each other at the beginning of the end of the run. So
Jagging Allen on pit lane.
Did you take 2 last night, or you take 4?
I took 4.
We did too. Drove all the way to 6 and like 12.
I took 4, but this was after I had already shot myself in the foot. For some nice overcorrection, snappy correction there. If I had a wheel, that wouldn't have
NASCAR Heat overcorrection. Love to hear it.
Yep. Just get a tad bit loose and you're dead in the outside wall.
Yeah, all you're doing is trying to save the car and correct it.
Yep.
Oh, it happens on the wheel too. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, but it's more of a dirt track effect. You have a chance to save it. It's just not as much on a wheel. Excuse me, not as much on a controller as a wheel.
Yeah, it was brutal. Had a really good long run car, rocket ship, one of the fastest cars in the field in the long run, and just wrecked it at the wrong time. A lap before I was coming into pit.
Would you say it was a race winning car?
It was not race winning, but it was definitely top 5.
We'll see the tires right here now. Cyber's on the older stuff, Allen on the newer stuff. We'll see how he takes advantage of the leader here. It should give you a pretty good indication.
My best car of the season. I'll give it that.
Oh yeah, tires.
Jim coming down.
Make a difference here. Allen and Jaggy really drop right past the leader. Jaggy, that's about the 4th time he's hit the inside wall tonight.
I don't know that he hit it. He was really close from my point of view. Super close.
Old Jimmy on pit road here.
When will Sayo come in? He is our leader of the race. Has not came down for his pit stop yet. He's coming now.
Gonna have 1 lap fresher tires. Maybe Jim can, if he wasn't speeding, can work the strategy out. Maybe get the spot ahead of him.
Kill him also coming in.
Yes, I still call turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 still getting mixed up in Phoenix.
I think I did last night.
Up every time.
They should have never moved the start-finish line. It was the silly thing they've ever done.
I think I did last night. I think I got them mixed up.
I never know what corner I'm saying, so I don't refer to them as 1 and 2 and 3 or 4 much anymore. It's like the flat corner and then, the sharp corner.
The long flat one or the short bank one?
Exactly.
Watching Jagboy and Allen right now. They're our only side-by-side battle on the track. Allen goes all the way to the fence here in the long flat corner.
Car here and see where he gets Sayo in it.
Jagboy just does not get that run off. Comes down the back straightaway. Pit road here is excruciatingly long.
Super long pit road. It's brutal.
Feels like Indianapolis.
It truly does, though.
You don't want to make a mistake getting on us for that reason, man. It's long enough. You don't need to punish yourself.
You got that right.
Sayo does cycle back up to the lead, even though Jim pitted a lap earlier. So he got on
maintains the lead. Road. 1 lap fresher tires. Yep. Now, here's the thing that I've noticed. Captain Killam's on at least 3 or 4 lap fresher tires in the top 2 here, and he's P3 right now as he came off pit road. Will Captain get a run going and have enough speed here to run these guys down and get in the battle?
We are about to find out. Captain Killam is under fire right now from Kebro. And Sharp, though.
Sharp's going to hang around. By the way Kebro's car's gone this evening, I think he's going to fall off.
We've had 4 races here in the NARL Cup Series at Phoenix. Captain Killam has won 3 of them. Can you guess who won the 4th?
I'm chasing that dude down for a while.
The 4th.
It was a playoff race last season.
It was a playoff race, and it was Max Boost.
Oh, Max waxing the field.
Is one of only 2 drivers along with Killam to win here at Phoenix.
We arguably had the winning car here at the spring race last season, though, Williams. Shout out.
It was a good car. Is there only one driver? Is there only one driver to ever win a cup race in the NARL at Martinsville? Is Killam the only one to do that?
I believe so. Jim's going to have something to say about that this season. He's dead set on taking Martinsville.
He's put in so much time at that track. Yeah. Oh my God.
Ridiculous amount of time.
He was testing it last night while we were on. We're not even close to Martinsville.
Nah, he tests it whenever chance he gets. That dude's run like 10,000 laps testing just for this race.
Big Jim's got a hell of a racing spirit in him, though. I mean, he loves to be competitive, and he gives it his all no matter what. Whether it be PC2, NASCAR. And if you see someone like Killam mastering a track like Martinsville, he's the kind of guy to look at and go, all right, I'm going to beat you.
Don't mention PC2. I'm mad at that game, too.
You're always mad at that game. Every Saturday.
It finds a new way to...
2 seasons.
It finds a new way to...
Killam in the wall.
Killam the fence pretty hard there.
That was a hard hit. Gathers it up, though, looking all right here.
Unforced error from Captain Killam there. Nobody around him.
Yeah, but still, when you hit the fence that hard, man, it kind of rings your bell there for a minute. Takes about a lap and a half to get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, I'm still mad about PC2 Saturday night.
PC2 is kind of an overrated game.
Running in second place.
You're full of S on the overrated part, by the way.
It is totally overrated, but it's a lot better than this crap. So moving on.
You're just not a road
Williams,
course guy.
you gave up.
You're not a road course guy.
You gave up after Daytona. I've struggled through this game for 3 seasons in PC2.
Well, if I wouldn't have won the Daytona truck race, I probably would still be in the PC2 league.
I don't know why I keep subjecting myself to that.
I knew as soon as you won that race, I was waiting for that phone call, and that happened. I'm not racing PC2 no more. I'm going to focus on NASCAR. But it's paying off being the Truck Series, so good job.
Second, decent max points at Phoenix.
We've got a cluster back here, though, boys. Between Ghost, Nick. Who else is in here?
Who got Ghost?
You already
Nick,
heard.
Joe.
Kevin, Plum.
Looks like Kevin and Plum. What
all
a battle
5
back
of them
there.
right here.
Awesome. Ghost is on fresher tires than all these guys. He came off super late. Good to see Kevin up here mixing it up, man.
Kevin is
Absolutely.
slowly making his way through the field one by one. Hasn't been quick, but he's slowly been up there. As he hits the wall, commentator curves.
Commentator curves, yep.
He's gonna hate me later for that.
He's doing the right thing, though. He just got to stay stubborn. I know his confidence has kind of gotten the best of him, especially with the internet issues he's had. But getting all that sorted out, he just got to keep his head down, keep digging, and stay stubborn with it, because it'll pay off.
I'll tell you what, his internet's been good the last 2 races. I haven't seen him twitch tonight.
Love to see it.
Oh, so it looks like Jaggy met somebody in the middle there.
Look like Alan.
Yeah.
We are on 11 to go here in stage number 2 tonight at Phoenix Raceway. Race number 4 for the NARL's Cup Series this season.
So here you go. These guys right here, the 4 and the 00, they pitted early. They were the first 2 on pit road. The 43 is the last guy on pit road. So now you'll be able to really see how staying out longer or pitting shorter, affects the car over here in the long run.
I tell you what, those top 2 are the ones to beat right now. Even old Captain Gillen, I don't know if he's got the speed for the top 2 because they're in their own zip code. They got good cars. They're staying within one another. I mean,
yeah, Sayo was really highly touted coming into the NARL for this season, and he's proven it tonight. Led the majority of this race, and is now right now trying to hang on for stage number 2 as his teammate Jim closes in on him.
Yeah, and it looks like where's the elite dominance, man? You got about a 3-second gap from Sharp to Kevbro in 5th, so elite looking for the sweep tonight. Kind of, off a little bit here.
Yeah, Kevbro's going to need a couple extra adjustments for his car, it looks like, if he wants to get back up towards the front after winning the pole. Trying to get his first career Cup win here in the NARL.
the first one's always a good one, man. I tell you what.
That is factual. I watch my replay of Auto Club all the time. Warms my heart.
I gotta go back and watch the 500 win, my first one.
Warms
It's
my
been a while.
heart.
Oh, man. Are we going to talk about my first NARL win right now? We could do that.
I mean, mine was also at Auto Club.
Mine was awesome.
Yeah, it was. We already talked about it earlier.
Yeah,
We've talked about it again. Here for our viewers tuning in, Williams completely dumped Draven into the grass on the front straightaway and won the race.
That would have been, what, my 3rd win in a row, 4th win in a row at the time?
It would have been your 3rd. And then you went on a rough stretch, and then you had your stuff go on, so I kind of felt bad.
I only had like 3 races left after Auto Club, and you're like, oh, I didn't know you're dipping out. Now I feel bad about it.
Did you know that once upon a time these two hated each other?
Yeah, we did hate each other. I don't know about hate each other.
Disliked. I don't know about hate, but we definitely disliked.
Heavily disliked.
I didn't really mind you. I mean,
shut up. You lying. You lying.
I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody in this league, man. I love all of us equally.
Look at Gator trying to stir the pot in the booth. Love to see it.
Honestly, though, between Williams and I, like, it was straight up just 2 racers who kind of just butted heads a little bit. I mean, we had our Richmond battle, which we didn't even exchange words after Richmond. We actually just kind of walked away from that like it was a short track race. Yeah. And then, what was it, Chicagoland, when he doored literally everybody, which I found that video of you dooring me. So I got to show you that.
I won that race as well, by the way.
You did win that race. And then, Auto Club there. Yeah. You took on the chin. You were the one to DM me first and go, yeah, you owe me one for that.
Definitely. I went out there. It's okay. Still won the race. See, you can't throw a block like that, gentlemen, and not win the race. See, if you throw a block like that and then lose the race, that's it. You look like an ass now.
Oh, there's another one.
Backs.
Dag on it. Oh, well. Well, we got the $3 already tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
I got 2 in there.
According to Kill him. Oh, wait a minute. You're not. Fuck yeah. Freak. Never mind.
We're only a few laps left here in stage number 2. Cyogenic trying to hang on to sweep the stages tonight. Is Big Jim going to be able to find his way around? Will he move his teammate? I guess we'll find out here in just a couple of laps. I believe they're coming to 2 to go.
These guys got it really, really dialed in here in the long run.
Jim got really close there down the back straightaway. Loses a bit here in 3 and 4. Really cuts it down. They've been about.
I will say, Gator. Yeah, I was gonna say you got to me having me drive that 6 car again.
Oh yeah, I got all the feels. Jim is really getting off of turn 2 well right now.
He's looking really good off of turn 2. He's actually got looks like a better long run car than Cyogenic there, but Cyogenic has a better entry and center here in 3 and 4.
Here comes Jim.
Jim got the run. He's gonna stay on the outside and get the run going.
I believe this is 1 to go in stage 2. Love seeing Draven back in the 6 car though. Jim to the high side.
Jim cross back down.
Yep.
Jimmy's really backing them corners up. Cyber's really driving.
He's right there. Jim's going to take a look. He's going to give him the bump.
He peaked. Yes.
He pushes over up the track. Is Sio going to hang on? Or is Jim going to take it?
Does he got? Oh, Jimmy!
I have no idea.
I think that might have been Jimmy.
That was Jim.
By a bow tie. By the bow tie emblem.
No, Jim got second.
Oh, Jack by the bow tie emblem.
Sio hung on.
What a finish for stage number 2.
Wow. All right. Kill him third, Sharp fourth, Kebra fifth.
All right, boys. Well, stage is over. So we got Sio P1, Jim P2. Then we got the next 2 best cars, Sharp and Kill him there. Equal tires. Less laps here in stage 3. What's it going to be?
If you're third on back, you need a miracle at this point. It shows that the top 2 have really, I don't know if they're running similar setups. They just got this place figured out. But Gillum and Sharp are going to have to try to find that adjustment, man, to pick up a little bit more speed here and move forward.
Man, Jim gave it his best try there. Came within inches of taking stage number 2. But Sio does hang on to sweep the stages tonight. Can he hang on for the final? We are about to see if he can in that Geico number 13. As he will lead the field back to green to start stage 3. Pole sitter Kebro back up to 5th here. Good recovery after a bad stage 1.
Or if you got something figured out for the long run.
Might have. So I'm going to go towards the back. These guys are really starting to fan out back here. With Nick, he's about mid-pack. Lots of different lanes. Lewis hits the inside wall, goes up the track. I think he banged off his teammate there.
Another thing is, what we see, the aggression and the intensity rise up here. We might see a few cautions here in this stage.
Cautions, precautions.
Depends on how the game's feeling.
They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. They're feeling it. They're feeling the caution. It looks like.
Ooh, jagging the ghost a little bit there.
Super close. Getting really tight here mid-pack. These guys are bumper to bumper.
We are wrapping up here, fellas.
I think in Gander's our 3rd race of the week, we only see 1 caution by cause, and that was in stage 1 for the truck series.
Absolutely. Xfinity went caution-free last night. Nick, he's a former Xfinity winner here at Phoenix. Can he make his way up through the field here tonight?
Oh, Junior's crying over here.
Got some work to do as Williams takes a commercial break.
He looks good in that 48 car, though.
He does. Looks like he might have got a shot from Kevin there.
Still get used to Kevin in the 88.
Nick left TJR in the offseason to go join RKR after he was offered a Cup Series ride and is now making the most of it. Looks really good in that number 48 Ally Chevrolet.
And we don't blame him at all. the Chevy guy and he wanted the Hendrick car, so
Yeah.
it made perfect sense for him.
So he jumped ship there over to RKR and really put on a performance last week at Texas. Those guys were looking really good. Or maybe it was Atlanta. Those guys were looking really good.
I'm excited for him. I think he's got the capability of pulling his first win off the season as a rookie.
A lot of rookies in this series this season, all looking to make a name for themselves, but none more so that right now than Cyogenic, who is still pacing this field out front.
Absolutely dominating tonight.
Yeah, kind of looking like a max boost performance here at Phoenix.
I mean, he absolutely is, because he's got about 4 or 5 car lengths on Jim right now, just holding zone, dominating all race long, got the first 2 stages. Really solid performance here for a debut. Really solid.
Dillon's right here in third. See if he can hang on to these guys if they have checked out just a little bit. See if he can stay in touch as I commentator Kurasemi skims the wall coming off of 2. Sharp's right
Looks like
on
maybe
the
a
back
little bit
bumper.
humbled here this evening, man. He's got some work to do to catch these boys.
Ended the long winless drought in the 500 to start the season.
That was a fantastic win for him. I was really excited for him on that one. I know he's been chasing that one for a while, and it was just good to see, man. Had good vibes about it.
Speaking of Earnhardt, 20 years, killing winning the 500 kind of reminded me of Earnhardt. He's been close so many times. So many times
Exactly, man. It's been so long. Yeah, it's been so close.
So many times he's been close, and so many times things have gone wrong, and he finally was able to put it all together and won his first 500 this season. Great to see.
Being the winning veteran that he is, with the amount of victories he has, it was good to finally see that one get added to the resume there.
Yeah, he's got 2 things that I think he had on his bucket list. One was to win the 500, and the other is to win a title.
He deserves a title. Something fierce, man. I tell you what, he's been a contender for it.
He's been a contender for it in every season that I've been in with him, across multiple leagues.
The only time he was out of the chase was the first league when we all met, and I got my championship. I think he got P5 for the standings.
I thought he was in that race because he had won at the Roval when he needed to, and then he had clutched it out.
Super clutch, clutch.
Won and advanced to the final race of the second round, so I think he was in that. I think.
Was he in the final 4?
I think he
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I think he clutched it out and made it, but he's been in the final 4 each of the first 3 seasons here in the NARL.
Will he get it done this year? I hope he does, man. And he deserves it.
Going to
Not to
Homestead.
sound biased, but my boy deserves it.
Going back to Homestead for the championship race this season, and if you watched
gives me the feels.
If you watched the championship race at season 1 at Homestead, it was fabulous.
I'm still butthurt about season 1, man. I wish I could have stuck around the whole season. Dang it.
I wish I could just make a championship race. Dang it.
Fair. I wish
That's
I could
valid.
just make the playoffs.
For some reason or another, I always just get bit in the playoffs. I can make it there, I just get bit.
Pressure, man. It's God, it's a whole different ballgame when you get to the playoffs. Like, you got the whole regular season, it's got its feel to it, but once you hit playoff race number 1, the vibe changes. It's got a whole different pace to it. I love it. I thrive in it. But
we've really changed up our playoffs for this season with different tracks and such, and it's going to be exciting, especially round 2. If you've seen round 2,
it's a test of everything. It's got everything, man.
Round 2 is Martinsville, Watkins Glen, and Talladega. 3 wild card tracks, really.
I was going to test your patience with your competitors, who you're going to be mad at.
Speaking of being mad, Nick and Plum are touring back here in the back half of the field. I've been watching those guys. Plum used them up there in 1 and 2. As Lewis makes his way through.
Here's the thing about Phoenix, man. These top 4 or 5 cars are working away, and then you're back here in a hornet's nest. You just can't get out of this hornet's nest. It's so hard to pass, and then when you do get away from these guys, it just seems like you can't get away from them. It's just they run you right back down.
You're so right, Williams, man. This is one of them tracks where you could have a much better car than these guys in front of you, but because of how hard it is to pass, it's so easy to get held up by some of these slower cars. So, yeah, when you finally make your way around them, you got your draft, you're too far away from the guys in front of you, it just feels like you don't gain any ground once you finally get around them. That's where this track can become really frustrating, is when you're trying to get through traffic.
Ooh, throttle jam here as Nick got up in the Plum. Plum got in the 18 and chucked him up in the 88.
Like I said, I think that might have been a little payback from a couple corners before.
I've been watching these guys, man. It started in stage 2 towards the end there where Nick tried to make a pass on Plum and they got door-to-door a little bit. I think it's just hard, tough racing.
Absolutely. They're using each other up here in the final stage. Maybe a couple hard feelings there between Nick and Plum. We'll keep an eye on that as they still race around each other.
Cyberman kicking their butts.
I love hearing Williams botch his name every time.
What's his name?
It's Cyogenic, not Cyber from the Truck Series, but
Cyogenic.
we got
car. Moving on.
We got Cyber K Bionic in the Truck Series, and Williams has been saying Cyber the whole race.
Cyogenic 13 car.
Scio.
He's really ran away from Big Jim here, though. I tell you what.
He has. They've put a gap on Captain Killam as well. Killam's going to have to start making some hay, or he's going to lose too much ground to make up.
I'm going to be honest with you, Gator. I don't think he's got it. Even if he tried going right now, I just don't think he's got it for Scio right here. Like, he's having a hard time catching Jimmy here, so yeah. I don't know, man. I just don't know if he's got it for this race here.
He has been the third best car on track tonight.
But it's just another good, solid finish to add to a good start to a season. Daytona 500 winner. He's been leading laps. He's been finishing well in each race so far. I think he's on track to have a really solid, really good season. So as long as he keeps performing the way he does, he's going to be just fine.
Comes into the night sitting third in points.
He even had a good finish. I think it was Texas or Atlanta, one of those two. That he got screwed over really good, and he messed up on pit road, and then got caught up in some mess, and then he still came back and finished great in that race. So.
Sounds like our Texas race that season, Williams.
I don't even want to talk about that one. Atlanta was probably the worst one.
Oof. Well, that was out of our control. Well, they both were, but
Plum in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plum ran a tighter preset tonight. We were testing earlier, and he said he was going to run when he was going to run, and I caught him crazy, and I moved on him over there.
Another tricky thing about Phoenix, though, is what preset do you really want to go with, This is one of those tracks where it really defines your driving style, I feel like.
Killam's under fire from his teammate. Jagboy moves in for third.
Old Jaggy.
Watch out for Jaggy. He's known to figure something out later in these races.
Better figure
I'm going to be biased and I say I love seeing that 4-car move up there.
He's got a long way to go, though, to catch Scio and Jim.
Yeah, I just don't know if these guys have anything for him.
Yeah, he's got to make some hay and make it quick. As we're coming down towards some final pit stops.
I will say, from a team owner bias standpoint, that the one shot in the arm I think we needed was Jaggy getting back on track. He missed one of his PlayStation messed up, and then being in the 500 last week. Good to see him out here running good tonight. Kind of picking the team up when we needed a little bit.
Yeah, these guys are about almost into their pit window here to be able to make it to the end, so we might start seeing some green flag stops.
Oh, as he gets the fence.
As he gets the fence. Commentator Curse has been running rampant tonight.
Always does, man. I tell you what.
He was flirting with it.
That caused a huge bottleneck.
They're all checked up, and he comes down, catches, goes.
He's wrecking.
Jagboy is around.
I don't think there'd be a caution, though.
Oh, tough break for Jag. He just misjudged it. He tried to duck back down, but Ghost was down there. When he tried to cut back down, and just caught the tail end of Ghost and sent him right back up to the wall.
That was an awful, awful commentator curse.
The curse went away after he hit the wall the first time. The rest of that's not my fault.
Fair enough.
Only get that one curse, and then from there you're just.
It's on you.
It's on you. I like the way you think about it.
Back to Killam and Sharp and Kemper on fifth, so we've seen third, fourth, and fifth. So pretty much the same top 5 all night. Jaggy being mixed in there.
Well, who do you want to
mess up? Looks like he's got a little bit of long run speed here, man. He's actually made some headway here. He's running P5 now after Jaggy's mishap. Yep. Looks like he's got a little bit of a solid run going for him.
Who do we want to give a commentator curse to now? Right now, I'm on board with Sharp, our winner last week in Texas.
I'm on board with Allen.
Oh,
Underneath Ghost here. I like Allen though.
Alan's a good guy.
He's a goofy guy for sure.
As he runs high up the wall. Ooh, almost had a curse there. I think he's cursed me before, so Alan, I owe you one.
Oh. All right, let's
about
go over
that?
to Alan, see if he messes up. Draven has officially laid out the commentator curse for Alan.
Right on board 0-0 here.
Alan, though, he's usually pretty steady, so.
I gotta actually give him credit. He's one of the more consistent drivers that I've met and raced with, whether it be NASCAR or PC2. He's overall a solid, consistent driver, and I give him props for it. Much respect.
Yeah, he's usually super steady on the track. Right behind Nick, who's a little bit twitchy, it seems like, still. Kev, bro.
Met Nick and PC2 been dragging him through the mud to get to this point, so I'm glad to see him running well here.
Kev, bro is closing in on Sharp and Killam there. Looking to get a couple more spots before the end of this.
Boys, Big Jim has run down Sio here.
That he has. Jim might have been saving a little bit. He's not saving anymore.
Saving with a combination of maybe having a better long run car.
Caught back up to his teammate. We might have a fight for the lead here right before pit stops.
Jim's all about the team, but he ain't gonna let him have it. I tell you what, we'll get closer to the end of this thing. He's gonna make a run. Yeah.
F76 has put a whooping on these boys tonight.
I had a funny feeling about this team tonight. I said it in the pre-race that, as Jimmy comes down pit road here, yeah.
They're going to stop.
I had a feeling about F76M tonight. I really feel like they're going to make a name for themselves and make some noise. And look at them, 1-2, solid 1-2.
And for his final stop here, we'll see when Sio comes in. I'll change around to him.
I give it 1 to 2 laps with where Jimmy was running. Is it right now?
Yep, he's covering off Jim right now.
I was going to say, with how close he was running to him, with him short pitting like that, that dictates pit stops when they're going to happen.
And here's a different strategy. Captain Killam stays out another lap.
Oh, like Williams mentioned earlier, that he's going to stay out no matter what. He stays out as long as possible regardless. Pit road glitch on Jim, love to see it. Sharp is in. Nick is in.
Coming in now. Almost everybody's hitting their final pit stops right now.
Yep, Jimmy, he started the pit stop cycle there.
Kevro coming off the pits right behind Jag. I don't think that's for position. As Jag had a mishap just a little bit ago.
Jim's going to come out pretty much on the bumper with his teammate. Cyogenic.
Even closer, almost closer than he was on the pit stop there.
Kevro right on the bumper, Sharp after pit stops. Rev here in the lead. Big Jim is right there with Cyogenic. Jim looking for win number 2 of the season. Cyogenic looking for win number 1 in the NARL.
What do you think, boys? If you're in Jim's position, you want to run him down and get the lead and lead it to the end, or you want to try and stay with him, run behind him, and then set him up to maybe give him a little bump and run at the end?
I think if you're faster, you just sit there and ride and save your stuff.
Cyogenic taking the fence there just a little bit.
I feel the same way. I love setting people up and waiting for the right time.
Yeah, if you keep them in touch and you're not pushing your stuff, I'd just sit right there. Wait.
Killam came out behind Kevro and Sharp, so that'll be interesting to see if he can get those positions back.
And he has his Kevros right on the back bumper of Sharp now.
Gotta say, it kind of fell into Kevro's hands here. He might have a car to actually follow up with a solid top 5 here this evening after having such a short run of a car to start with. Sharp having a solid overall night. Carrying the momentum from Texas. After finally getting his first win. Their second win, I should say.
Up the track. Kebro's going to look underneath here, side by side, down the front straightaway. Kebro's going to have the preferred lane going into corner number 1. But Sharp's going to be able to hang on
here.
Kebro with a great run off turn 2, though. Still right there on the door.
Side by side here in turn 3 here. Killam looking, he's looking.
Killam is lurking as Kebro tries to make the move on Sharp here for 3rd place. Sharp up the track, Kebro up the track. Yep. Is he going to make it 3 wide? It's getting tight.
He thought about it. He thought about it. Ooh.
Oh, Sharp gets a bit loose.
Good battle here.
Looks like Kebro's going to slide up. Is he going to clear him? He's going to make his way.
Killam taking advantage. He's going to go for it. He's inside Kebro here.
Great battle for this spot here. Kebro now on the outside. Can he hold off Captain Killam? Killam's got the freshest tires of these 3. Kebro on the wall. Oh, Sharp
into him a little bit. Salt on the wound. He's sorry.
Kebro back underneath. Killam has gotten around both of these guys. Kebro looking to get back around Sharp. There's a little bit of a fender
on the outside there. Yeah.
Kebro giving it to him back there a little bit.
Yep.
Time to start swinging, boys. We're coming down to the end of it.
Kebro's
Every
able to
point
clear.
matters. Every point matters.
Sharp with a good line here. He's going to get back underneath. These guys are fighting hard for this spot. Nick is now closed in on these 2.
Gonna be a three-way battle here.
Sailed it in there a little bit too hard.
These guys are racing hard, fellas.
They're not saving anything right now. They're throwing haymakers.
Nicking the wall a little bit. There's gonna lose some ground on these guys.
Best battle on the track right here.
Play a factor into this race as Cytogen was caught a lap car up front.
Yeah. In the meantime, Sayo has driven back away from Big Jim just a little bit.
Sayo is just, man, he's got it tonight, the guys. I don't know if Jim has anything for him. I mean, I know he showed up there before the pit stops, but
Jim is faster on the longer run.
Is there enough time for him, though? I'm wondering. Is there enough time for him? Sayo's so fast here in the middle of the run.
We have got, looks like 15 to go at the line next time around. So there is some time. Jim cannot let him get out too far ahead as Sharp looks to have held off Kebro for the time being. Kind of sorted out their issues. So Sharp's going to hold on to 4th, Kebro 5th, Nick right there in 6th. Ghost with a lot of damage as I'm cycling through the field. Here's your leader, Cyogenic. Number 13. Led the majority of this race. Big Jim right there in 2nd. Needs to start closing in if he wants to have any shot at this point.
Yeah, Jim is reaching the limit of the striking distance right here. He's just far enough away where he can catch it, but he can't let him get any farther ahead right here. He's just got to run a solid pace right now and let that run come to him, hopefully, and hope that Sayo didn't make an adjustment that's going to make his car better.
Yeah, Jim's got to start closing in here before Sayo gets out too far ahead. Sayo's got about a 2nd and 3/4, 1.7 seconds.
Given the distance, man, Jim's got to go with at least 10 laps to go. 9-10 laps, he has to go hard. Will he have enough, though?
Right now, the lead sits at 1.8 seconds on Jim's stream. 1.7, kind of fluctuating back and forth. Jim's got to go if he's got a shot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough to make that up, guys.
13 laps to go. He's hanging right there at 1.8.
Will we see a first-time winner here in their debut? Cyogenic has put on a clinic tonight at Phoenix Raceway.
Williams, what are you going to do here? You can't make a adjustment, obviously. So what's the driving style if you're in Jim's position? You gotta let it roll a little more. You gotta dive in a little deeper, use a little more brake. Like, what are you gonna do to try and run him down?
Well, whatever you're doing ain't working, obviously. So you got to probably pick your weakest point of the racetrack, which I think at this point is turns.
I think it's 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. I think 1 and 2. I almost did it again. Cybergenic looks like he's really rolling the center well, but he's not overdriving entry. It looks like Jim's overdriving entry a little bit. Maybe Jim needs to try to work his line around there in the corner. But the hard thing is, Draven, when you're that far back from Cybergenic, you really don't know where he's beating you unless you're looking up at the ticker. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's hard to see where he's driving away from you at this point. So if you're Jim, you just kind of try something different here. Maybe even if you're Jim at this point, you just try and cruise away.
He is losing time. He's down to 2.3 seconds on Cybergenic. 10 laps left on the line.
I think the only thing that's going to change the outcome of this race is a caution, guys.
I think you're right, man.
Killam's actually pulled away from Sharp and Nick pretty good here.
Nick has gotten around Kev, bro, while we were talking about Sayo. And now is fighting Sharp for 4th place. His teammate.
Looking inside here. He's there.
Nick, a former winner in the Xfinity Series at this track, showing that wasn't a fluke as he is now fighting up to get one of his better finishes here in the Cup Series.
He's a good kid. I like Nick.
Yeah, he's a talented driver, man. Talented driver. Any given night, if his internet works out and he's at a good racetrack, I mean, that kid can bring up a check. Ooh,
little shot there, Sharp.
Sharp chopped down and was not clear and went right up the track, but Nick had an excellent Cup debut last season at Watkins Glen. Came home on 2nd place to Max.
Oh, the kid's a hell of a road racer. I gotta give it to him.
That was his best Cup finish to date. Right now, he's now inside the top 5 as he takes 4th from Sharp.
Jim is losing ground, guys.
Yep.
Sharp falling back here. Kebro all over his rear bumper here.
This is the best battle on track here to score a top 5 spot.
Who's going to get that stage point?
Stage point? What are you talking about, stage points? We're not worried about stage points anymore. We're almost there to the race end.
You get what I mean.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I got nothing. Oh, Kev with a bumper to Sharp there. This is for a top 5 spot. Nick in 4th. Crunch is going to get out of the way. Sharp in 5th. Kevbro trying to take it, and he's right now in 6th. I2 making some laps still. NARL Lewis. Jagboy in the pits again. Allen. Right around. Ghost. Here's your leader, Cyogenic, who is
Jaggy on pit road.
pulled out farther on Big Jim. 2.7 seconds now.
What a battle between Sharp and Kebro here.
Draven K-Bart in the chat says you're drunk, even though he already admitted he was drunk himself. So
Definitely working on it, buddy. Yes, sir.
definitely working on it. Beverages are being consumed.
Oh, they've been consuming them since the race began.
That's why we're coming to the end of this stage, according to Draven.
You know what? I can't say it on the air, but
I mean, you can if you want to add to the swear jar.
that's a $5 bill, yo. I can't.
That's all right. Your team owner will pay for it.
Ooh, that's tempting.
Or your former team owner will pay for it. Since you
When's you gonna spot me on that
one? Technically, I still own the PC2 car as well, so I guess.
Well, it is under a TJR banner in the PC2 series.
Nah, I'll keep it professional.
We have a caution.
Is that a caution?
Oh my, no way.
No
2 laps to go.
Freaking way. Overtime?
Kevin and the Ghost were around there on the back straightaway.
Oh.
Wow.
This will tickle your fancy.
Well,
this will tickle your fancy. What do we got? So what are you going to do?
Loosen it way up.
What you're about to see is some people
2 or 3 turns.
You're about to see people sending it.
4 tires, crank that wedge, let it rip.
Sayo is coming to take the white flag, and the caution comes out.
Boys! Oh, what are we about to see here?
Mayhem.
Will we have another overtime finish?
Most likely.
Is this going to be the...
Wow. Okay.
Here
Nick
we go,
in third
fellas.
place. You know he's not afraid to send it.
We got Captain P4. Boys, this is fixing to be a... Woo, here we go.
I think if you're in these first 3 rows, you got a chance.
Nick doing exactly what I would do here. Getting a good restart,
Nick
making it 3 wide.
He's sending the
He's
bumper
letting him know
into
he's
Sayo.
in for it. Come on! Sayo battle on the outside.
Up here.
Nick looking for his first cup win. Sayo looking for his first cup win.
Nick's got to send it in there if he wants to run on him.
Oh, Sayo really
Sayo blocks
sends it
him.
in deep.
Oh, man, that was a good block. Gonna be a battle for second, so I was gonna be able to get away here if these guys
Next
can't
flag
sort
ends
it
the
out.
race. We're on the white flag.
Who's gonna use that bumper?
Nick doesn't
Side by side.
Right here. Sayo does walk
Sayo's gonna run away with it here. Sayo's gonna run away with it. Keep battling like this. They gotta figure it out. They gotta do something here. Sayo's got it. There's no way. Sayo's got it.
Mistake.
Jimmy sends it in there a little bit. Oh, Nick on his bumper. Sayo's gonna get his first
Sayo
win here.
in debut wins his first race. Big Jim comes home second. And the
Nick
big wreck
P3 with
behind
the
him.
wreck in the back.
Huge wreck behind him. Cars flipping. Joe upside down.
Oh, an overtime battle for the finish. How about that? No one had anything for Sayo, boys. I'm sorry,
Absolutely
but nobody
not.
had anything for him. He had...
Nick made his
just
best
had it.
attempt at it, but came up just a couple spots short.
What a race. That was a good race.
Absolutely. Because I might have to be the one to add Sayo to the chat, because I doubt Williams or Draven have him on their friends list.
This is a true story.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and add Sayo and Big Jim. That way we can do it all in one fell swoop
I could've
here.
had- but that works since you're already there.
Since I'm already blue screen and viewers can't hear you guys, I'll go ahead and add them both. Let's see here. Heck, I don't even know if I have Sayo on my friends list, but I'm about to. What a race we saw, though. Let's see. There we go. Cyogenic and Big Jim. Add. All right, man, what a finish we saw.
Great finish.
That caution was
Was
definitely
pretty.
unexpected, but it made for a fantastic
I didn't
finish.
even see what happened. No, I have no idea what brought that out.
3 for 3 on the good finishes at Phoenix this week.
So we got Sayo P1, Big Jim P2, Sharp getting P3, Kev Bro P4, Nick P5. So Nick actually fell back to P5 there coming to
wow.
the checkered flag. Wow. Then the Ghost, LD Allen, Kelvin, Ballstick, and
No,
Earl Lewis.
I've got Nick P3 on the official results.
Oh, that must have been people backing out then.
Yeah. Yep, I've got Nick P3. So Jim
Those
has
to
joined
me.
us, waiting on Sayo to join us as well, his teammate. See if he hops in here. I have sent him an invite to the booth. If he even knows that we even have a booth. About to find out. But man, what a dominant debut.
Solid, dominant debut. No one had anything for Sayo tonight, man. He looked good all night long from the start of stage 1 all the way to the end. Started P5, worked his way to the front, no tire issues. He had speed, overall speed throughout the whole night. It was impressive to see as a rookie.
Well, if he doesn't hop in here, we'll go ahead and interview Nick as well as Jim. But we can go ahead and start with our runner-up since he's in here. Big Jim, runner-up finisher tonight. You and your teammate, you were the class of the field tonight at Phoenix Raceway, you and Sayo. And had a great finish to end stage number 2. It looked like it was almost a tie. And then you just kind of pulled away from me there in stage 3. So still a good run. Anything else you could have done to might have run him down in his debut?
No, man, he was just blazing fast. It was, I've said it since the beginning of the season, max boost type level speed, and he was just on rails. I couldn't get to him in stage 3. He did something to his car that was just unstoppable.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, still, you continue your run and string of great finishes this season, as I slur my words embarrassingly on the league stream. I mean, you've come back to the NARL with just a ferocity this season that we haven't seen from you before, and you've been up front in every single race. Like, how are you getting this done this season? What has changed since you have come back?
Yeah, man, it's just honestly, it's all the other leagues I run. I shouldn't be running like 5 trillion leagues, but I do, and it gives me a lot of confidence, a lot of understanding of the racetracks, and just racing this racing NARL for 2.5 seasons. That also plays into it.
All right, well, I'll toss it over to Draven first this time. Draven, what you got for our runner-up, Jim?
Jimbo, solid run tonight, man. To Gator's point, you've had a good, solid overall season so far, getting one win in the bank. I mean, you've been, top 5 every race so far, so you're looking fantastic for a season start here. But, man, Cyogenic and his own zip code. I seen you running him down there, especially in stage 3 before the pit stops. What'd you need to chase him down there at the end?
It looked like he was just beating me so much in turns 1 and 2. I needed to find something that could have. I found something at the very end where you diamond off, go under the yellow line, and you can kind of pull to the bumper. But other than that, I just need a little more drive, I think. Just a tad bit of maybe a little bit of driver error as well. I could have probably sent it in there a little harder.
I ain't gonna lie, I noticed the same thing. Looked like you needed to roll the corner a little bit more through the center.
Yeah, exactly. But alas, didn't. And Sayo, I mean, even if I did, I think Sayo was still faster. He was blown away by like 0.2 a lap there at the end of stage 3.
Indeed. Well, you had a solid run tonight. Solid start to the season, man. Just keep on digging. You're looking good. So, good job tonight. One spot short, but hell of a job.
Yeah, thanks, Draven.
Williams, you got anything for Jim?
Do I have anything for Jimmy? Congratulations on your second place run. Definitely, you brought the second best car to Phoenix tonight. Outside of Phoenix, I think we're heading to Dover next. Is that correct? Dover? Somebody correct me on that one?
We are heading to Dover next, yes.
All right. So you should be the points leader after leaving tonight. How you feeling heading into Dover?
I love that racetrack. That was one that I kind of got angry about in season 1 with NARL and Xfinity, that we never got a green flag lap, really. It was just caution after caution. I'm sure you remember that.
Been back on the schedule since.
But, I mean, I just really looking forward to running that one. I also got screwed out of it in I think it was season 2, where I hit a weird glitch on the front stretch. So I'll stay away from the outside wall on the front stretch.
All right, Jim, we'll go ahead and shout it out. You got the time. Floor is yours.
Oh, man. Obviously, the big shout-out goes to my teammate over here, Cyogenic. Dude, first race, dominant performance. F76M, man, we aren't here to play. We're here to put on a show, and I feel like we definitely did that tonight. So, shout out to Sayo, shout out to you guys in the booth, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, as Big Jim comes home P2 tonight, congratulations, Jim, runner-up. We'll see you next week at Dover.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
For Cyogenic, he has now joined us in the booth. I know it's your first time up here, so make sure your voice is shareable. But, man, what a debut you've had here in the NARL. You dominated tonight at Phoenix Raceway. How were you able to get it done?
Well, I got to thank my teammates. I was actually going to try to race with a slider 7, and that wouldn't have been the best call for the long run. So they brought me down to a 5, and that was just perfect enough for the long run. Jim was still better than me for most of the long runs, but towards the end I started to make more adjustments to help me out.
Yeah, man. Well, your car came to life there later in that race. As Jim gave you a little test there for stage number 2, but after that, you just set sail and you were gone. One of the more impressive debuts we've seen here in the NARL. Congratulations on that. But there was a late caution that came out there that really stacked them up there for an overtime finish. Were you a little bit nervous heading into that?
Oh yeah, I was pissing my pants. I was so scared that I was going to get dive bombed. But everyone kept it really clean. It was really impressive. The 48 got a really good restart to get on my inside, but I was able to hold the outside. I'm just happy that Jim got back to second. He really deserved a top 2 finish.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a great run off of corner number 2 to hold off Nick there. So good job on that, picking up your first win. I'll toss it over to Williams first this time. Williams, what you got for our debutante tonight? Sayo.
I don't have. You had a great car tonight, man. Congratulations on your dominating win. I guess my question to you is, what were you expecting coming to your NARL debut? What have you heard about the league, and how does it feel to win here?
I've heard great things about the league. I've watched the stream a bunch of times. I was looking forward to racing Max, but he wasn't here tonight. But it was still good to have Jim up there with me, giving me a great battle through the race.
Be patient. That ass whooping's coming.
Max is returning shortly. So, anyways, that does not take away from your win tonight in any way. You put on a heck of a race.
Yeah.
But I'll throw it over to Draven now. Draven, what you got?
Dude, Sile, you put a whooping on these boys tonight, man. You had the debut that these guys fantasize about. It was solid. You were fantastic and fast all night long. My question for you is, what did you do on stage 3 on that last pit stop? Because I seen Jimmy run you down there coming to the pit stop there, but you just took off in the long run there after the pit stop on stage 3. So what was the magic trick there to get the finish there?
Well, I loosened the car up a good bit, and I also only took a certain amount of fuel just to get it enough towards the finish. And I think the lighter car did make my car handle a lot better for that final run. Yeah.
Well, fantastic job, man. You did excellent holding those guys off there in the overtime restart. Great first win and a debut. Congratulations, man. It's great to see, and looking forward to the next one. Good job.
All right, Sayo, we got Dover on Monday, but before then, you got a little bit of a shout-out to do here for your first time up here in the booth. So, first-time winner, first time in the booth, who you want to give a shout-out to?
I want to give a shout out to all my teammates at Freedom 76 Motorsports for not giving up on me for missing the first races, being great teammates through the race, keeping me entertained, and it's overall a great bot for the race,
Yeah, you've been waiting on those new pedals to come in, and they sure played a part tonight as you pedaled your way to victory lane. So congratulations on your first win, and we will see you at Dover next up.
Thank you.
All right, Williams Draven, we saw a heck of a race tonight, and it ends our Phoenix swing. 3 races in a row, 3 incredible races, 3 incredible finishes, topping it off tonight with Cyogenic. Can next week really top any of this, or what are your final takeaways from tonight?
My final takeaway is that Phoenix weekend should have been the championship weekend because we saw 3 absolutely insane races. Started on Tuesday with the trucks. Last night was intense. Tonight, it might be the best thing as far as like league-wide racing, but these finishes, especially all 3 of them, were just super intense. So congratulations to all 3 winners. Decent, Kev Bro in the Xfinity Series, and Cyogenic in the 13 car getting his first win. So congratulations to all them guys. We'll go get them at Dover for, I guess, Xfinity's at Dover Sunday. No, they're at Atlanta, right? Sunday.
They're at Atlanta.
And then Canadian Tire on Tuesday. So that's about all I got.
Draven?
It was a fantastic race tonight. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to catch the Xfinity race, but I watched the last of Stage 3 of the truck race and, of course, tonight in the Cup race. Really enjoyed what I saw. The racing's been fantastic so far this season. Dover, I am curious to see how the action's going to be. That place, man, it's a monster mile for a reason. I can imagine how sore your thumbs get on a joystick, but, man, I'll tell you what, when you're on a wheel at Dover, that place, you feel that in the next morning. So I'm looking forward to see who's going to be fast there, who's going to be able to pull off a win, maybe another first-time winner, another new winner. Haven't had a repeat yet, so looking
Still
forward to
no
that.
Repeats.
Just want to say I called it tonight. F76M won the race. I told you they're up to something, so just want to go ahead and say that. But
Toot your own horn.
Overall, I was really pleased with what I saw. Cyogenic, congratulations. That was a hell of a race, man. Fast as you know what. So, yeah, man. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks for having me up here.
Absolutely. Is going back to Williams. Phoenix was on the championship vote and was not voted, so there's that. But anyways, it still put on a heck of a few nights here in the NARL for season number 4. But next up, for the Cup Series guys, we mentioned that they are going to Dover on Monday. So that's where you'll see these boys next. And after that, we're going to have the Truck Series on Tuesday and the Xfinity Series this Sunday at Atlanta. So those are the next 3 races here in the NARL. And I hope you guys tune in for those. But thank you guys for checking out our broadcast tonight. We hope you enjoyed it.
PC2 Saturday. Don't forget.
Yeah. PC2 Saturday.
Thank you very much.
Plug-in.
Ostersleben B course. Be there. Touring cars. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did myself. So for Mr. Williams, for Draven, I'm Gator Mike. All my gnarly ones out there, y'all stay safe. Catch you next time.
Cheers.
Watch your hands.